Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Lady M Beauty. Today we are getting into another episode in my foundation diary series. We're going to be talking about the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow Foundation. So we're going to get into a little first impressions review. If it's your first time here, my name is Melissa. I go by the name Lady M Beauty online. If you are a lover of all things luxury, beauty, and lifestyle, then be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. All right, without any further ado, let's jump into today's video. All right, so we're about to jump into today's episode in the Foundation Diary series. Super excited to be actually testing out this new foundation from Makeup Forever. This is their HD Skin Hydra Glow Foundation. So this is the sister foundation to the one that came out a year ago. So it's the same thing, HD Skin. That one was more of a natural finish, but this is actually hydration, glow, radiance. That's what this version is. You can tell the difference between the foundation because the packaging in this foundation, the top is white, and in the other foundation, the top is black. I did do a video on that foundation when it first launched last year, so I will be sure to link it in the cards for you right here. So super excited to be testing this out. So Makeup Forever, their HD line is like top tier, love. This does retail for $47, and we're looking at about 32 shades in the entire collection. I picked up the shade 4N62, and then I also think that 4N68 probably could also work for me as well, but I just went with 4N62. So that's what we're going to be testing out today. Typical Makeup Forever packaging, black and white, and then you have the red right here with like the lips and the pencil, or I don't know what that is. When you open up the unicarton, it is just the same Makeup Forever glass bottle, just very minimalist. The top is white, as I mentioned, and the other foundation, the top is black. So I am going to pull it up on Sephora just to talk a little bit about some ingredients in this foundation. So it is best for dry, combo, normal skin, so basically all skin types. It is hydrating, it has a natural finish, it's good for uneven texture. It is non-comedogenic, and it has hyaluronic acid. So this is an 86% skincare based foundation with medium coverage and a naturally luminous finish that hydrates, smooths, and visibly plumps and brightens the skin. The coverage is medium, natural, and radiant finish. So it's the highlighted, or the main ingredient is this Hydra Skin Booster Complex, which mimics the hydrating effect of a sheet mask. This is free of parabens. And then I like to always just talk about how it says to prep, apply all of the suggested usage. So it says to prep your skin with your favorite skincare or preferred primer. Apply 2 pumps directly onto the center of your brush or back of hand. Starting at the center of the face, apply in a downward motion. Obviously, for extra coverage, dampen your HD Skin Foundation sponge. That is their own specific sponge that came out with this. With water or a hydrating setting spray, lightly tap in the foundation into the face until the desired level of coverage has been achieved. It also says to mix in a few drops of your this is a pro tip. Mix in a few drops of your favorite hydrating primer or face oil for a luminous sheer tint. So if you wanted to just, share this out for just, no makeup look. And then it says spray, mist, and fix, which is also sold separately, onto prep skin and your favorite sponge as a priming spray, and press into the skin prior to applying foundation for extra hydration and even longer wear. And to be honest, I used to do that back in the days. I would, put the foundation on my face. I would spray the fresh mist on my face, and then I will blend everything out. So I used to do that prior to. All right, I already showed you. I am going to shake this up. I got a lot of newness. I went to Sephora when I picked this up, and I have a lot of new things that I'm going to be using today. The one primer I'm going to be using today is the One Size Secure the Glow primer. It's Tacky Hydrating Primer and Base. It has like these little pellets in here. This is probably like my second time using this. I don't know where the top is, to be honest, but that's the primer we're going in with today, which is different than what I have used before, because y'all know I have been wearing out that Cali Ray blurring primer that has been like my fave. So this time I am testing out this One Size. The first time I used it, I felt like it was good, but I just want to try it out again. And so that's what we're using today for primer. So I'm gonna let this dry down for a little bit, and then we'll be back for the actual shade matching and application of the foundation. All right, so let's test out this shade. I did not go in the store to pick this out. I just kind of blindly bought it, and it's similar to the shade that I had in the first, in the other version of this. So I just figured that the shade would work. So we are just really gonna see what it's looking like together for the first time. I felt like 68 would work too, because I think I had 68 in the other shade, but when I first tried the other one, I had to try like several different times to find my perfect shade. So I went to Sephora a couple of times, trying to get a good match in the other Makeup Forever, and it has been one of those brands that I just couldn't really get a good match. So far I think this is a pretty good match. So I'm just going in with the pumps real quick, and then we're gonna blend it out. So I will probably say the consistency of this is pretty watery, but I'm gonna just let it sit here for a little bit, and then I will blend it out. So, oh yeah, this is not bad. I'm glad initially I was gonna buy both shades, but I just was like, no, I'm gonna go with this. And then I like to kind of look too to see what other people that I usually are like my sister shades, or that we kind of wear the same shades. So usually if I look at what other people bought, sometimes I already know like what shade to go to, and usually I'm spot on anyway. So that is sometimes how I am able to like find my perfect shade. I would say doesn't really have a smell, so no fragrance at all. It's fragrant free, so that is a good thing. And I definitely feel like I'm getting some medium coverage here. Looks good. Hopefully, like, it's always good tell to see what the shade is once it dries down. So just off the first impressions, I definitely feel like the shade will work. Just making sure that I blend it all the way out, so that way there is no issues with blending. Okay, looks really good. So definitely radiant. I can see like there's some glow, like when the light hits like the high points, you can see the glow on my face. So I'm hoping that this kind of dries down a little bit, because I'm not really one for glowy looks. I definitely like more of a natural or matte kind of vibe. So it's kind of like, you know, but I'm here for it. Definitely my skin looks glowy, hydrated. Like, yes, I am here for it. Now I'm gonna take a closer look if I could find my little mirror, and I'm just gonna kind of see if I want to go in with a little bit more foundation, but I think I'm good. Like, I'm just gonna do my concealer, do the setting powder, and then we'll come back and just kind of see what we are looking like. So for now, I am going to leave it here and then we're gonna move on. So I will be back, okay? All right, so got my concealer blended out. I am now going in with the Bobbi Brown pressed finishing powder, and that is what I am using to set the foundation. And I am liking what it's looking like. Thank God this is kind of toning down a little bit of the glowiness from the foundation, but now it's really looking just very natural. So I am loving that for sure, for sure. So that is what we are looking like now that we have everything set. Ooh. What are you guys thinking? Do you like what the foundation is looking like? I like it. The color is looking really good. Everything is coming together. I'm back. I finished off the rest of my face, and here is what the foundation is looking like. I've had it on now for maybe an hour or so while I was doing other things around the house. And this is what it looks like all dry down. You know, my oils and everything have kind of blended in, and this is what it's giving. The shade is spot on. I like the match. I think the match is pretty good. So kudos to that, because I have stated in the past that I've had a hard time with Makeup Forever, but the foundation looks beautiful. Definitely HD skin for sure, for sure. Coverage, definitely medium coverage. I think I was able to build it up a little bit, but even without adding extra, pumps, I feel like I was able to get medium coverage like right off the bat. So looks good. I did set the foundation with the Bobbi Brown finishing powder, and so I like, adding the powder on. It did kind of tone down some of the glow, but as I've had it on for a while, I don't think it took away from that, and I think like I can still see the glow, but it's not like dewy. It's definitely like luminous, from within, so that I am enjoying. So far so good. Is this something that I'm probably going to be wearing in the summertime? I'm not really sure about that, because I live in a humid climate, and I feel like I'm not sure how it will hold up, in hotter climate, but definitely cool. Maybe if it was like night and you're gonna be indoors, it probably will work. But as far as like in the elements, I'm not really sure about that. Now, I'm over here, I'm like feeling myself, you guys. So I really like this. First impressions, this is what I'm thinking. Shade, cost-wise, everything is nothing too over the top, and it looks really, really good on. So yeah, that's my first impressions. What are your guys' thoughts? Have you tried it? Are you gonna pick this up? Let me know in the comments down below. What are you thinking? How are you liking it? What does it look like? Give me your feedback. Let me know in the comment section down below. So before we hop off today's video, please take the time to hit that subscribe button down below. And while you're there, turn on your notification bells to be notified whenever I upload new videos. All right, guys, that concludes today's episode in the Foundation Diary series. And we were talking about the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow Foundation. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.